I hope them cigarettes are gonna make you cough. Second try.
Two times the right times? What the
Sure.
fuck?
Second time's the better time.
Oh, boy. So, on the previous try, I can't remember what word I said.
Uh-oh.
Boys. And I was doing what was that? Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous? The other day I was driving around the car, and I just kept talking like Robin Leach at everything. And I was like, why am I talking like this?
Welcome to Boys, episode 75. That's not him at all.
No, it'd be like,
Crossing
welcome to
that one.
Boys, episode 75.
Hold on.
That's not...
That was a little Australian. He wasn't Australian, was
No,
he?
it's Robin Leach, Lifestyles of the Rich and the Famous.
Much better.
And my thought was, who talks like... No one talks like that. Robin Leach was the only person to talk like that.
I just imagine, like, Robin Leach ordering pizza.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll play the
Sure.
pizza man.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. Thank you for calling Domino's. What can I help?
Did I just call Domino's?
Yes, welcome to Domino's. Is this Robin Leach?
This is Robin Leach.
Hey, Robin, what kind of pizza could you get tonight?
I would like the most extravagantly large cheese pizza topped with crusted diamonds, valued at $5.8 million.
First of all, that was good. Second of all, Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous.
Great song by a shitty band. I'm sorry.
Great song by a great band, okay?
Yeah.
What a weird idea for a show.
That's the other thought I had while I was driving around. And my thought was, no one speaks like this except for, I guess, who's the former Daily Show guy now has his own night show?
Daily Show. Oh, Jon Stewart?
No, John Oliver.
John Oliver.
John Oliver kind of talks like that too.
He does. But he doesn't have that, like, bravado in the delivery.
Yeah. No, but my thought was, secondly, what the fuck was that show? It was just, hey, look at how rich all these motherfuckers are.
Well, okay. So that part, bad.
Mm-hmm. But MTV kind of did the same thing with Cribs.
Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous is way older than Cribs, though.
Oh, I know.
So, okay. Yes, that's kind of weird. Like, look at... Man, it's the same fucking thing that's going on now with the Kardashians and whatnot.
No, it kickstarted all that shit.
It did. So, strike one, you're just like, look at these rich people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, strike two, which is a real doozy. I'm going to go around and name how much everything costs, leaving nothing to the imagination.
Yeah. This is how much his house is. But I want to go back. You can probably YouTube old episodes and to see how minuscule that is and the amount of shit is now.
Right.
Like, we went to Celine Dion's palatial estate in Toronto, Canada. And whatever much it was then. And now, like, some dumb shit YouTube rapper has a house that's way more baller than that.
Yeah. It's like, this luxury house over the hills of Beverly weighing in at $150,000. Right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Mine's not as good as yours, but yours
I'm
is pretty
sure,
good.
yeah. Well, I want to, there was probably a parody somewhere on, like, SNL or whatever of, like, poor people.
I would bet my entire family's souls on... There is a parody of Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous on SNL.
Probably so.
That's a heavy wager.
Did he say that?
No.
Is that one of his catchphrases? Yeah. No, but that was, I mean, Cribs definitely was. It was the youth. It was like the, what's the word I'm looking for? The Generation X, like we're the cool Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous.
It was a new spin on a classic.
New spin, but now this time, the celebrity would take you into their house. Whereas Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous was just him doing ADR over just shots of the house and the cars and all that stuff.
It was him creeping on people.
He was creeping.
He wasn't even in the house. He was in the house. No, the camera crew was in the house. Robin Leach did not visit Celine Dion.
He was in a booth talking.
With a script in front of him.
We sent Celine Dion on a trip to Beverly Hills while we go through her things. What?
Now I'm in her bedroom where I'll proceed to sniff her panties. That's a job I would like.
Yeah.
Dude, celebrity panty sniffer.
No, what'd be funny is like,
holy shit.
If there was a shot and it's going, doing that little around the room shot, and then you kind of get a shot of the guy, the boom mic operator, like sniffing panties. He goes, no, and it cuts back. Like, no.
That's in the SNL skit.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Someone sniffing Celine Dion's Power of Love panties.
And here I am eating cold oatmeal out of Celine Dion's bra. Like, I want to get that titty residue, Professional panty sniffer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have.
That's got to be on Fiverr, right?
If not,
Yeah.
it will be by Thursday. What a great job. Now, that brings up some questions, though. If you were a professional panty sniffer, and we'll say PPS from now on, if you were in the PPS industry, the business, would you take the good with the bad?
Robbie Harris, PPS.
Yes. I'm going to make shirts that say that on the back.
like a DD, like a dentist, but it's like PPS.
A dad-style shirt says Robbie Harrison Montgomery, PPS.
PPS.
And then on the back, it says multiple orgasm donors. I like it. We'll bring back that classic.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Okay.
would you take the good with the bad?
I think you kind of have to at that point. I mean, I guess it could be like any other service. I mean, you can hold the right to refuse service.
And here's Josh flossing with the G-string of Mama June.
Mama June. Mama Cass?
No, Mama June.
Who's Mama June?
The modern Mama Cass.
Who's
Honey Boo Boo's mom?
Oh, boy.
She's
How
hot
dare
now.
you put her in the same category as Mama Cass of one of the greatest rock and roll outfits, whatever they were.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Mamas and the Papas. Dude.
Mama June, the modern day Mama Cass. That's offensive.
That's just because they're both large women. That's just rude.
Well, whatever. They're both dead, right? No, she's not dead. Mama June is like, she's really slimmed down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is she hot now?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I have no frame of reference. I never watched that show.
Listen, and I know it's not all about looks.
Mm-hmm.
She has a great personality.
Sure.
No,
but I have a brilliant personality.
That came on during Lifestyles of the Rich
Oh,
and
it sure
Famous,
did.
that commercial.
That are at college.
Mama June lost a lot of weight. I saw her in a tabloid not too long ago.
Oh, and one of those U.S. weeklies?
Yeah, one of those.
Was Us Weekly or U.S. Weekly? I don't know.
It was I'm in Walmart, but my phone is like almost dead, and I want to listen to some music in my car. So I'm gonna go old school, bring back that classic tabloid magazine.
Yeah.
Anyway, she lost a bunch of weight, but the picture of her, she was like in like a not a bikini, but like some sort of like, I don't know, midriff showing dress or something.
Right. Something to show it off.
Yeah, something to really package it up nice. The photo, which they all are, I know, but it was so highly photoshopped. Like you could almost see where they cut her out and like put her in a Robin Leach background. Like, you know, she's just like leaning against her counter in her like nice trailer home, but they put her in like
the double wide,
a ballroom or something like that. You know?
Yeah.
Anyways, so welcome to Boys Podcast, episode 75.
Episode 75.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Me too.
Good.
I'm feeling so good. I'm gonna read some ads real quick.
Man,
all
read
right?
those ads,
Okay.
dog.
Here we go. You guys ready? I'm talking to you, Josh. boyspodcast.com, a hub of all things boys. There you will find links to our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter accounts.
Everybody knows that. Everybody also knows Boys Podcast is available on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Downcast, all that shit. Rate, review, subscribe.
Email us at boyspodcast.com. Send us some feedback. Put your physical address in the bottom of the email, and we'll send you out some stickers. And thank you to those who have done so far. It's been awesome.
I'm also in the process of making up some new buttons, so we'll throw some buttons. Can you mail buttons?
Yeah, you can mail. I think I've put 2 buttons in a small envelope. You know, just your classic letter-sized envelope.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Is the letter is the small?
Yes.
Legal is the
large.
long.
So you can put your legal documents in them.
It's a real long legal.
The CEO of Legal Documents. I don't know. What the fuck am I saying?
Nice save.
Nice. Thanks to our sponsors, Anthem Brewing, delicious beers. The cold's coming. Oh, they got that nip of cold today. Almost made me want to crack open an herb or a stout. In fact, I'll do that right now. Also, Fat Bison, good wood, good dude.
Can I go back to Anthem?
Yeah.
Anthem Brewing, the beer of the rich and famous.
Anthem Brewing.
And
oh, wow. AnthemBrewing.com and FatBison.com with the good wood. Lastly, OKC Comedy. Are you ready to laugh?
Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Friday, October 27th. Coming to Oklahoma City. Get your tickets at OKCComedy.com. They're great dudes, and they're good friends of ours, so we told them we'd do this.
Yeah. Lastly, thank you for the donations, the tweets, the comments, all the love. Where's the love? You guys got the love.
And you're sharing it with us.
And we love that.
So last piece of business here. We are giving away a pair of weekend passes to Wizard World Comic Con.
That's pretty dope.
I've seen the billboards.
Yeah.
I've seen the commercial. I've seen the advertisements. And they reached out to us, and we're doing a giveaway with them. So basically what we're going to do, well, I'll tell you what. Let me go over the specifics. Then I'll tell you how we're going to give them away. Wizard World Comic Con is coming to Oklahoma City October 27th through 29th. This year's lineup includes, okay, here we go. Tell me how bad I'm going to botch these names. Are you ready? We got Kate Beckinsale.
Hubba hubba.
Hello, Underworld. More like undergarment.
I was going to say, more like underpants.
More like respectable actress that I would love to meet,
she's great.
shake hands with.
Yeah.
Maybe get a picture.
Sure.
We got Val Kilmer.
Oh, yeah.
Hunka, burning Val. Oh, my God.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Perfect. We have, okay, this is the one I'm going to butcher. Do you know this one?
I should, because I'm familiar with the program, but I don't know how to pronounce that last name. Jewel State.
Staite. State?
State.
You be the
from
judge.
Firefly.
Yeah. And then we got WWE superstar The Undertaker.
That's dope.
To me, that should have been top of the list. Okay,
that's
not.
two WWE superstar. Well, Jim Duggan, was he WWE or WWE? Okay.
Well, F.
Yeah.
Same diff.
In 1 week.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, The Undertaker, I think maybe should have been a little higher.
I think so, too.
But I do understand Kate Beckinsale and Val Kilmer. Okay, maybe not.
Maybe not.
You know what? Upon further review, they're doing a pretty good job on the
so far,
organization.
Then you got Ernie Hudson from Ghostbusters, from Hand That Rocks the Cradle, from other things that Ernie Hudson's have been in.
Wait, was Ernie Hudson the pedo?
The kid, yeah,
He was, no, he was the janitor that she framed to be a pedo because she put the undies in his bag.
Yeah, she
totally did.
She put the undies in his bag.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you think he might have gave him a sniff, like off camera?
No, because he was Ernie Hudson?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like he's been warned.
I don't know about Ernie Hudson.
I'm gonna ask him when we meet him.
Oh God.
We got Ray Park from Star Wars Episode 1.
Oh, tons of shit. That dude's been in everything.
We got James Marsters from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and many more. Plus, kids 10 and under are free. Just bring a pair of panties to the gate. They'll let you right in. I'm kidding. Wizard World, we love you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you go to wizardworld.com and use the code OKC20, you get 20% off your tickets.
That's crazy.
And what we're going to do, we're giving away a pair, once again, of 3-day weekend passes.
That's a good deal.
It's quite a good value. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to post a photo to our Instagram, which is @boyspodcast, as previously stated.
Yes.
You're going to like the photo, and you're going to tag 2 friends. A winner will be picked at random on Thursday, October, what was it? Oh boy, I should have been prepared. 26th. Yes, we're going to do that.
Which is the day before all that shit kicks off.
Yep, and we will get the tickets to you guys digitally. We'll take care of all that. Just be sure to like the post, tag 2 friends, and thanks again to Wizard World Comic Con for hooking us up with a few tickets to give away. 2 tickets to give away. That's excellent. We're going.
We'll be there.
We're going. It's going to be great. Okay, let's get to the fucking episode. Boys!
I think I blew this.
I think you did.
That one.
Let's try that again.
Okay.
Boys! Dude, that was a hell of an intro.
That was good.
We came in a little hot.
A little hot, but it's to be expected.
Yes.
To be expected.
So we're doing the show tonight on a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday evening. It's throwing me off. Been used, getting used to our Sundays. And it feels kind of nice to be in here as the sun's going down after a solid 10 at work.
A solid 10 and a nippy day. I'm really enjoying it. Got the hood on, got the hood up because it's chilly. Doing these at your house, I really enjoyed. It's comfortable, but it also means we can do this whenever we want.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be a set day.
I kind of love this setup we have going here.
Yeah.
I loved our time at the Paramount building, but there's something about being at home.
Yeah.
You know that old saying?
Something about being at home, being able to sit comfortably and,
Is it sad that that's kind of my life right now?
that you just sit at home?
Well, let's talk about that for
Let's
a
talk
minute,
about
if
it.
you don't mind. I think I'm coming to terms with the fact that I'm a homebody.
Yeah.
You've known that about me for a while.
Well, you've never been the really, maybe in our early 20s, it was going out, Robbie, doing things, but even then, not as often. as most others.
I was never really a going out Robbie.
Yeah.
I kind of, let me ask you this, as one of my best friends of half of my life at this point, have I ever been a goer outer? I was really thinking about that the other day.
No. If the occasion arises, i.e. a birthday party, a gathering, we used to do like our Monday night, we'd go to get half-price pizza and cheap beers at the Belle Isle Brewery.
That was pretty much a weekly thing for a while.
Robotic Wednesdays, you didn't really go out to a lot.
I never went to a Robotic Wednesday.
I think once, one night day, like weeknight a week, we'd go to like Electro Lounge.
It'd be like a Thursday, maybe.
Sit at the bar and have a couple of beers, but it's never like, go out.
Yeah, but I did go out on the weekends quite a bit.
Yeah.
As I get older, it's not that there's this like left turn I just took. It's been a slow turn. But now I'm like realizing, like I'm like putting it in perspective. I'm like looking at Instagram. I'm like, dang, my friends do go out a lot. And not that there's anything wrong with that. If anything, there's something wrong with me. But I am getting more comfortable with it. And I don't know, it feels good. It feels good.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel the same way. I do go out. I don't. When I do, after a couple of rounds, I get the feeling of I kind of just want to go home. Like being in PJs and just watching a movie sounds pretty cool right now.
I find that I enjoy it more, the going out. Like for instance, last Thursday, made a visit down to the 51st Street Speakeasy.
Yeah, just for one beer.
And that's what happens, right? I think that's plagued me my entire life. It's like, hey, you want to go grab a beer after work? You're like, damn, I just got off work. I don't have to be home yet. It's early, it's somewhat early.
Yeah.
Maybe beat that late crowd that's not there during the week and like go get a beer after work. And then you get that beer, you drink that first one pretty fast.
Yeah.
It's a refreshing beer.
Hey, it's had a long day.
It's a refreshing Anthem beer that you have earned.
Yes.
And then you look at your friend, you look across the table, and you look at your beer. You maybe lock eyes again.
You go, one more?
Or just simply the eyebrow raise. Like,
yeah.
If I could make a sound.
Yeah. And then you go get one. You come back before you know you had three.
No, you go. I'm going to get one more. I'm here.
Yeah.
Second one comes through. That you drink that one just a little bit slower. You might get to talking a little more.
Oh, yeah.
People open up, have a great conversation. And you're like, you know what? I've had two.
Yeah,
like two. One more.
Just one more. It's always one more. Until someone, thank God that didn't happen that night, someone goes, hey, you guys want to do shots? There's always that person that wants to do the shots.
But see, I've always been looking at the clock like I'm ready to go. I'm not a shot before I go guy. Like, hey, give me a shot for the road.
Yeah, I'm never a shot for the road.
I'm not either. I'm more just I just turn down the shot, or I'll take the shot if I. Do we need to pause? We'll be right back.
No, we're good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
My phone was just ringing.
No, I know. I didn't know if it was an important one.
We're good.
All right.
You gave me Trump hands. It could be an important phone call.
Dude, this son of a bitch has infiltrated my life. You know what I did last night?
Seeing his face makes me physically ill. I have to look away from the television. I can't do it.
You can't deny, though. Yeah. He's like a scab that you just pick at and pick at, and it never goes away.
I know, and it's not. We got 3 more years of it.
You know what I did last night?
What's that?
I was on the phone with Kate, as I do.
Yeah.
When I'm at home, not going out.
Yeah, just sitting on the phone.
Austin Powers came up for some reason, as it usually does.
Yeah, of course.
Every.
In casual conversation.
The seasons change, there's a visit by Austin Powers. There's
that
a
movie
reference.
That last came out 12 years ago, I believe. I
did an Austin Powers I did Donald Trump doing Austin Powers. But the thing is I didn't mean to do it. It just
came out that way.
Yeah, and I'm not going to redo it because I know you're not going to want to hear it. No. Let's just move on. I did it, and it was just like really bad.
Was it? Melania, do I make you honey, baby?
That's pretty fucking close. But so first you have to get into your Trump. And you do it, and then you go, do I make you horny, baby? You have to put that little bit of more British in there, English.
It's like British. Inception. You have to go a dream within a dream. You have to layer it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stacking impressions.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
People do impressions.
You'd be a
of
guy.
people.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Christopher Walken doing, I don't know, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Get down. Get to the chopper.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
That's not good. That's not good.
So yeah, kicking me. This room is tiny.
It is.
I can feel your feet. So yeah, it always turns into the third beer.
Yeah.
And then it's like, then somebody wants to buy a shot.
Sure.
Or somebody shows up and like, can I get you a beer, man? You're out.
Yeah.
Can I get you a beer?
I just got here. You
Go
gonna
up to the
leave?
bar.
Or
Yeah.
We'll do a fifth.
Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, I didn't go crazy last Thursday at the 51st Street Speakeasy. I actually drink responsibly. And you know what? Never have I been overserved there.
No, they don't let you.
I get kicked out every time. They say, you've had enough.
Get the fuck out.
Get home, you drunk dad.
Yeah.
No. They're great people there. Great. Just see?
I know.
It's happening.
Coming back. But you've been feeling more comfortable with yourself being at home.
But I've also been going out more.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed.
So it's a little...
It's a
conundrum.
69. It's a 69 of feelings and emotions.
Is that what they call that? I thought it was like a catch-22. A catch-69.
Well, you lied, but you got your dick sucked.
That's
so,
true.
Well, catch 68.
You and that one. I get it. Fuck yeah.
Okay. All right. So, I had a great time. All I'm saying is I'm getting comfortable with this being a homebody. I like my home.
Yeah.
I like being around my house during the week, but I have been going out more, eating a little nicer, buying some new clothes, doing all kinds of things.
Sure.
So all I'm saying is I'm a brand new boy and it feels good.
Yeah.
It feels really good.
Nothing wrong with staying in, man. I'm very comfortable staying in. I bartended this last weekend, and it kind of, when you're, I mean, I used to do it full time. When you're in it, you kind of be like, oh, fuck, people going out and being out. How could you be? Why are you here? It's 2 a.m. Home, go home. So doing that, and then, coming back to normal life, just like, I don't want to be that guy who just goes out and is just out. Why? And then you're spending money. You get your tab, and you're like, $40. Where did I spend $40? What the fuck did I get? And you get the hangover, and it just, the older you get going out and drinking, just, it doesn't have the allure that it used to,
Yeah, it really doesn't. And not that there's anything wrong with it. Maybe I'm just a wimp. Maybe I'm just a real L7 weenie, and I can't hang with the big dogs.
Yeah.
But, I do get those hangovers a lot easier these days.
Man,
and they're further apart.
Mm-hmm.
I don't drink that much anymore, or to excess very much, but I still do sometimes. Let's not lie here.
Right.
But man, them hangovers as you get older get a little worse. A little bit harder to get out of bed. Just
harder to get out of bed, harder to function for a few, and sometimes they don't hit you immediately.
You ever got the hangover at breakfast or brunch?
I've gotten the hangover like at 11 noonish, like when you've been up since like 6 or 7, and like you're going to lunch at work, and it's like, fuck, I just need like a burrito or something.
You know what that means? I think it means you're still drunk when you woke up.
Oh yeah, I felt that way a few times.
Like you're just on the tail end of it. Like you're just hanging on. And then you like drive to brunch. You're sitting there. You're fine. You're kind of in a good mood. You're like, man, I beat this shit. I drink so much and I feel great. Like that's obviously.
And then you have your first mimosa, and you're like, oh nope.
Oh, see, I don't even get to the mimosa. I'm like ordering, and then I'm just like, ugh. Like, oh, I don't want to read this shit. Like,
nothing sounds good, but I gotta eat something.
Yeah, and I have to drink like a soda. I always want a soda when I'm hungover.
A nice Coca-Cola Classic.
Yes, the best. The best.
Pepsi was the best.
I mean, soda in general. I am a Pepsi boy, but gotta have a soda.
Sure,
gotta have a soda.
Yeah,
but you're on the other side sometimes because you work.
Yeah,
you do some bartending on the side. So, what's that like? Do you see guys our age out a lot, or when you work on a pumping night at your bar?
Yeah, this weekend was the 10th anniversary. We saw quite a few people in there.
Were there still young people coming, or was it this kind of aging demographic?
There's surprisingly a lot of super young kids coming to that bar, and I say surprisingly because it's not considered hip. You know what I mean? It's not
as hip.
It's not in the plaza. It's not around by Pump Bar and all that shit. And it's not It's not new. It's been there 10 years.
That's probably more like, I get the hip thing, but I would say that it's just not new. People want to go to
the new. Yeah, people want to see the new thing and go to the new place.
We are like moths to the flame. We are drawn to the brightest, newest, shiniest thing.
That is very true.
Yeah,
it's a good way of putting that. But no, yeah, I would say the average age is probably around our age, hovering between like 30 and like 40.
Okay,
so like
30 to like 70.
No,
I wish. That'd be a dope ass bar.
We have a guy he's a regular. He's there every fucking day. His name's Dan Johnson.
Dude, Dan Johnson dresses like a pimp.
He does.
Can I put that on record?
Put that on record.
That dude, every time I see him, he's very friendly.
Rings.
Yeah, rings. The hair is nice. The mustache is trimmed.
Gold necklace.
Nice shirt,
slacks. Unbuttoned, collar out. A little bit of the chest, a little bit of the chest.
Yeah, like he has got it down.
Yeah, he's got his own parking spot there.
I wonder if he got to an age where he's like, this is it. I got it.
Yeah.
This is what I look the best in.
Oh, I bet that was like 40 years ago.
30, 40 years ago.
Like, just like, this is it. And because the shirts he wears, I'm not saying it's dated. He makes it work.
Yeah,
they're
dude,
like big collared dress shirts.
Yeah. The dude looks rad. Like, I hope I look that cool when I'm that age.
And he's still like a slender looking dude. He gets the same. He has his own cocktail that we make him.
Got his own cock ring. We just lay it out on the counter.
He probably does have his own. I wouldn't be surprised.
He's killing it. Anyways.
Anywho. Yeah, he's an older guy. So he's our one older guy.
Our token older guy. He's a good one to have.
He's a good one to have. Yeah, so I did that. Had a good time. 12-hour shifts, almost. You're there forever. So the last night, it was a bartender there. His name's Brian. It was his 31st birthday. The chef made him a birthday cake. He wasn't working that night. I was like, oh, okay, well. Maybe we'll just each have a little bit of that birthday. It was like they were like cake balls.
Okay, explain the cake. That was gonna be my first question.
Okay, so it's a
cake we work on.
It's a stack. Okay, so you've heard of cake balls, right?
Is that like cake pops?
They're like cake pops, but yeah, it's like probably the size of a tennis ball, maybe smaller than a tennis ball.
Okay,
but
we talking wiffle?
That's a little, maybe
bigger than a wiffle.
Maybe not even that big. I want to say ping pong ball, but it's a little bit bigger than a ping pong ball.
Gotcha.
And then he had them stacked where it looks like a cake, and then 3 and a 1 on top.
So you just like go get.
You just grab one.
Grab some balls. I don't know.
I'm kind of looking in the kitchen. I'm like, he's like, we'll have that after work. I'm like, okay, cool. That'd be nice. And we're doing some cleaning, and I'm asking like, anybody have any of that cake yet? And Kelly, who was used to bartend there, we had some old school staff hop on. She's like, oh yeah, I got one. You want half of it? I'm like, sure. So I take it.
Half of a cake ball?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like much cake.
Well, I put it in my mouth. I was like, well, I don't eat a lot of sweets. I don't need a whole cake ball. You eat it. And let's just say it was a special cake.
A very special.
It was a very special cake.
Cake ball.
Half of a cake ball. And I thought they were joking. I was like, no, I already ate it. I'm like, all right. So half hour later, I'm like, oh, okay. All right. Got dosed.
Okay, let me ask you this. Yeah. By the time you're closed, cleaning up, have you been drinking?
No, I didn't drink.
At all?
No.
Okay. So just a magic cake ball.
Yeah. And after that, I didn't want to because I was like, no, I'm not going to mix this and that.
How long did it take to like work its magic?
Well, here's the thing. I felt... so it was made... And it wasn't like, you can't just go to a store. It's not legal here.
It's not store-bought, yeah.
No, so he just made it however the hell he wanted to make it. Which means you have no idea how much you just ate. I will say this, speaking of having hangovers where you feel drunk the next day, probably for a good first half of my day, I was probably still high.
Really?
Yeah.
That's strong.
The next day.
Just feeling those residuals.
But it felt great. I was funny. I was quick-witted. Came up with a lot of character names, which is always fun. What was one? Someone said, oh, Greg was behind me. Everyone ate cake, by the way.
All right. Everybody. Yeah. Everybody had to have a piece of cake.
Greg's behind me. He has a beverage, and someone asked him what his beverage is. And he says a gin daiquiri. And I thought he said, I'm Jim Daiquiri. So I'm like, that sounds like a fucking used car salesman. So all night we're just like coming up with like dumb used car salesman name. So it was that kind of just goofy.
Fun.
I felt myself for a second going to the dark side of it. and like getting real introspective because someone brought up like death, and I go, no, we're not doing that here, not tonight. Tonight's for fun. We're having funsies. So we just started being goofy, and so kicking that because you can easily go down a spiral of
when you're eating magic cake.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get a little introspective,
and you don't wanna.
No, like I don't like when I eat magic cake once a year on my birthday. No, I don't know. I don't want to get sad. I'm introspective all the time. I can't hardly get out of this head. So when I eat magic cake, I don't want to be in my head. Yeah. I want to be like stimulated visually. Or
that's the
audio.
thing. Like I thought they were joking that it was a magic cake until it hit, and then when it hit, like I wasn't expecting it. So that's when it started the negative shit of like you start giving that feeling of like I feel weird. Oh fuck, death. Right. I'm like, oh no, this is what this is. Fuck it, and have a good time. It was great.
So instead, you turned it around.
Another guy didn't realize it was magic cake either. Guess how many of those cake balls he ate? 5. And then ate the little scraps. And like the like in the bottom of a pan, there'll be like little crumbles.
So he ate 10 times the cake balls that you did.
Oh, he thought he was butter. Literally, he goes, "I am butter," and I say, "Do you feel like butter, or are you saying you are butter?" And he says, "I am a tub of butter." And then he lays down for like an hour and a half.
No way.
No, he was like hallucinating. He thought he was literally turned into butter.
I'll tell you what, man. Magic cake ain't nothing to fuck with.
It ain't. I mean, it was fun. I will never do it again unless I know exactly how much cake I need to have.
You got dosed.
I got dosed.
Last time I was in LA, hold on. Robbie Ray went to LA once, thinks he lives there. No, I went to LA once.
Robbie stayed in the palatial estate of the Super 8 Motel. Room 321.
Robbie slept in his car. No, I had a nice hotel there. I was there for work. I said, like, last time I was in LA, what a dork. The first time.
The first and only time.
Only time I've ever been to LA. Yeah. I ordered some medical marijuana. I got my medical marijuana card and legally purchased marijuana.
You got medicine.
I got my medicine, and you know what? I took it. As prescribed.
That's got to be a boy sticker or something.
Dude.
As prescribed.
Oh, I like that. And on the back, it can say multiple orgasm donors. So I get my medical marijuana card via my phone while I'm sitting in the back of an Uber. Okay?
Just technology, just bam, bam,
Very
bam, bam.
easy. Yeah. I talked to a doctor, and by doctor, I mean old lady that has her doctorate and is not a doctor, right? Like, she was just a nice little old lady.
Like Dr. Phil's a doctor, she's a doctor.
Yeah, she was a celebrity doctor. Got my card via PDF on my phone, bought some weed from a delivery service.
You bought medicine.
Weed makes it sound so dirty. I bought some medical cannabis from a dispensary that then delivered my medicine to the lobby of the hotel room. They threw in a Rice Krispie treat that was probably the size. You remember the classic pink eraser growing up?
Yeah, the block.
Pink trapezoid.
Yeah, and it kind of had like a little,
yeah. It was about the size of that, maybe a little bit bigger. I ate, the rest of the guys from work went out to get a beer. I was tired, so what do? I stay home.
Put on the gym shorts, flip through that free cable, baby.
Yeah. Like get on the Wi-Fi, pull out the laptop, jerk off, So I had the hotel room, and I was like, guys, I'm going to chill. So I ate half of this magic Rice Krispie treat. And then I went and I drew a bath, which is a hotel bath is kind of weird.
I would never take a bath in a hotel.
You wouldn't? Even a nice hotel? This is a pretty swank hotel.
Well, okay. Today's my anniversary. My lovely wife and I were in Denver, Colorado for Riot Fest a couple of years ago. And we decided to have a little night to ourselves. We shared a room with a friend. They went out to a show.
Y'all stayed in.
Drew it back. Well, we had it was a nice room. And it had like a jacuzzi tub in it. So we filled that shit up with some bubbles and did that shit. But we were that's the day we ate some medicine. It's legal there.
Yes.
We ate some legal candy medicine.
Yes.
And got just way too medicined. And we drank champagne, mixed that together. Didn't work out well. It was weird.
Did you fuck?
Tried to.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. Like, if you
slipped out of the tub. Too much soap? I put too much soap in that tub.
Yep.
But no, but that's the thing. Like something like that, I totally would.
Right.
And probably the hotel you were saying, of course, take a bath. But most hotels you go to, it's just a shower.
Let me put it this way: most hotels that I pay for are shitty.
And you would not put your ass on that tub.
No, I hover over the toilet seat.
The mat. The foot mat?
That's like hard,
no,
like
Hey,
sticky.
put my ass on that shit.
No, this was a nice tub.
Yeah.
So I eat half of this Magic Rice Krispie treat, draw a bath. I didn't have any bubbles. Fuck it. Got in anyways. The toilet was kind of by the edge of the tub. So I put my laptop on the closed toilet lid and I was streaming like some HBO or something. And I just had a little time to myself.
Nice.
I'm in that tub and that shit kicks in. And I thanked the Lord
that you were in a tub,
that I was in warm water in a room that was small, not around people. I got so high. And I had not been drinking. I had zero to drink that day. I had zero to inhale medically that day. That's all I had because I got the delivery from the guy and I thought, well, I'm going to save my vape pen for the next day. I'll just eat this and just chill and watch TV and go to sleep. Yeah. Because I'm not going to chance it with an edible in public if I don't know the strength.
Exactly.
Especially that medical edible. So I'm in the tub and I'm just freaking out.
Yeah.
I eventually go out, open the window, and stand on the balcony.
Oh, we had a balcony.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
nice room.
it's like a
ledge.
2-foot ledge you could step out of. And then I reenacted the Jenny scene from Forrest Gump when Freebird's playing.
Oh, and she stands on the thing?
No, I didn't do that. But I stood there and I was like, I didn't contemplate suicide at all, but the thought did cross my mind. I could kill myself if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying I didn't want to. No, so I didn't.
Your mind went to the fragility of mortality.
Yes.
And that at any time, if you were that person, you could easily just throw yourself off of this balcony right now. How high up were you?
I think we were on the 17th floor.
Okay, that definitely would have done the trick.
That's death.
That would have done the trick.
Right?
That would have done the trick.
I was literally a hop, skip, and a jump away from the end of my life.
Now, what if that was the way you did it? You hopped, you skipped, and then you jumped off the balcony.
You'd have to jump because you couldn't hop, and you definitely couldn't skip over this ledge. You'd have to jump over the ledge.
Yeah, it's like you're hopping a fence, like 2 feet over.
Yes. I didn't, though.
No. Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't do that.
But that's the thing is I went to that dark side.
Sure.
And I was like, so I was like, okay, close the door, step inside, put on something stupid on TV, whatever shitty TV movie is on, and then like just get lost in a YouTube rabbit hole until I pass out.
Yeah.
And all's well that ended well. But edibles are nothing to fuck with, dude.
No.
Like I've had some of the candies and stuff like that, and like those say the milligrams on them and you can kind of know how much you need, but like baked goods?
No, random baked goods.
Homemade. Nonetheless.
It's not my first time that this has happened to me. First time there was a party at a friend's house and beers.
All right, Obama.
Beers,
you're slipping
beers
it.
consumed.
There's a party?
People are in the backyard. They were smoking illegal medicine because it's not legal in this great state, allegedly. And in the kitchen, there's like this tier, like a 3-tiered pastry holder. I don't know.
Was it like one of those fancy, like a cake stand?
Yeah, like a cake stand.
Okay.
And there was just 3 rows of baked goods.
What are we talking?
Cookies.
Okay.
Like chocolate chip cookies. Like oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. And I was like, oh, cool. Hey, mind if I have a cookie? Like, yeah, man, go ahead. And I got it off of the second tier. Grabbed it. I was like, it's kind of small, but, whatever. And I'm just eating this cookie, having a good time, drinking my beer. And then someone comes in the room. He's like, hey, dude, where are those cookies at?
Who?
It was Stuart. No. And he goes, yeah, man, you want to grab the ones on the second shelf? And I was like, why on the second shelf? He's like, those are the special ones, man. And like, I just literally ate this whole cookie. I'm like, fuck.
I've never been dosed. Okay, you weren't dosed that time.
No, that was me just not I should have known with the people who were living in this house.
But should you have known last weekend?
I probably should have, but it was a birthday cake.
And it's a little different atmosphere.
Birthday cake means everyone's going to have it.
Yeah.
And you got to tell them, hey, you're going to want to stay here.
Yeah.
Not eat this and go home.
No.
Yeah.
Don't want to shop for the road.
No. Chris took me home. Chris did not eat the cake. He was like, you can be able to be okay? I'm like, oh, sure. And then by the time it came to leave, I'm like, there's no way in fuck I can get behind the wheel of a car.
Hey, you made the right choice, though. Look, you're a responsible adult.
Yeah.
You couldn't drive. You got to ride.
Well, that's the thing. I think that's today on the, not to get too political.
Go for it.
But I'm listening to the NPR. Look at me. Oh, Josh listens to NPR.
He has an FM radio.
Fancy. They were talking about how they're cutting more shit to our state funding for like mental health and all this kind of shit because we have a $2 million budget hole that we can't fill. And I just out loud I go, legalize weed, damn it,
dude. Yeah.
You want to know why? Because it would help a lot with taxes. Also, I was going somewhere else and I totally forgot what I was going to say. We were talking about weed, right? Oh, if you did it exactly like you do alcohol, you have to be 21 to buy it. You cannot be behind the wheel of a car. I mean, it's logical thinking. There's people like, well, people are going to get stoned and get in cars. No, have you ever been stoned and tried to even think about driving a car?
Dude, it's the logic of people are doing it anyways.
True.
So why? You know what? The last thing we should do is regulate it and tax it.
Yeah.
No, just let him do it. No, just let him buy it off a stranger.
We'll just keep bitching about not having any money for our budget to pay teachers. So what does matter? Let him, yeah.
No, let him go to the apartment complex and buy it off the guy with the Jim. I almost said Jim Norton. The Jim fucking Morrison tapestry hanging from his wall. God, I can't even get the fucking line out.
The gym on his front porch at a apartment. Have you seen those dudes that have like a full gym? Like, you live in an apartment, dude.
Same dude.
Same guy.
Broken foosball table.
Yeah.
Jim Norton tapestry. And then, broken furniture.
Yeah.
You know
Spool
the guy.
for a coffee table.
Yeah. An Epiphone Les Paul that's never been played, just sitting in the corner.
Oh, just covered in dust and the strings are just icky.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, but how dare we regulate it and make money off of it for local, law enforcement, roads, teachers.
That just
things
makes
like
sense.
That. Yeah. Absolutely.
Of course. Why would we think it makes sense?
So let's go back to the dosing. So
Yeah.
I'm getting closer to saying that maybe you didn't get dosed. Maybe you dosed yourself, DJ Khaled style.
Is that a thing?
I think he says, you played yourself? Am I showing my age here?
DJ Khalid?
Khalid? I say Khaled.
K-E Khalid?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how to say his name.
Is Khalid still a person?
Yeah, sure.
Is Khalid still a person?
Always has been.
Always has been, always will be till the day she dies. And the milkshakes do bring the boys to the yard.
So when you were dosed, and I'm using air quotes.
I will say that maybe subconsciously I had hoped that it was. And maybe I could, because I knew I'd be there for at least another 4 hours or 3 hours to clean and shit. So.
Yeah. I don't know. Did you feel like that was it a positive experience or negative overall?
It started out, it was kind of both. It was the, oh shit. I had a great time, but I wouldn't want to do that a lot. It made me think this would be something really fun to do on special occasions, like with people who all do it together. Because doing it by yourself could be fine, like drawing a bath and having a nice night to yourself. It could also be fun in a small group of people where you watch a dumb movie and laugh at it together. But it could also go south real quick.
I think there's a clause that it has to be knowingly ingested.
Yes.
Also.
Yes. That's why I think, again, the legalization, it's regulated. You know exactly how much you're getting. You know what you're getting. There's a nice sign that says skunkage. Josh, this is for you.
Just has your picture next to it.
Oh, it should. I'm going to go back to the dispensary next time I go there. I'm like, can you just call this the Josh?
Yeah.
Just call it the PFM.
Give me a Montgomery special.
Yeah, it's just enough.
Yeah, half a cake ball and a joint.
Ooh.
Let's do it.
Get ripped.
Speaking of rip, I saw something in the news yesterday that sincerely broke my heart. There's been a lot of death, saying goodbye. I mean, Prince, Robin Williams, Tom Petty, Ralphie May, and now AOL Instant Messenger.
The AIM man.
It's going bye-bye. Started in May of 1997.
Mm-hmm.
The last day AIM servers will be active, December 15th, 2017. That's 20 years of service. 20 years
a lot
of Tanglin.
20 years of Tanglin.
I think, so we grew up with AOL.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first internet that I got my little grubby hands on.
Hometown AOL was my first interaction with, quote, social. Maybe it wasn't social media. It was
chat.
It was chat.
Online chat.
Yeah, and that's all you had, and that's all you needed.
Your hometown AOL page, remember when you could make your member profile? You could customize it with colors, font sizes. People would even code just a little bit and put kind of like primitive emojis in it.
Mm-hmm.
Color changing text and all that stuff.
Primitive emojis. That's a thing.
They opened up for Sheer Mag last night. Anyways, going back, that was the first. That predates, MySpace, Friendster, Facebook.
Well, I mean, if
all of those things.
You can go down that rabbit hole, which I have, especially after eating magic cake, of maybe that's when the machine turned on. Maybe that's when the Matrix starts. You know what I mean? Like, we were not bred, but we were brought up in a time where we were kind of inundated with it to the point of like, it's just second nature. Like, we didn't. Okay, did you ever feel like you had to learn how to do that?
Let me think. I had a computer later than most of my friends did, but I was friends with a couple of guys down the street, and they always had a computer. So I'd go over there and use their internet. Like I would get online. Like I didn't even know what I was doing back then. Like,
did you create an AIM name for yourself over there?
I did, when you could make it through the AIM messenger.
Yeah.
Like they used to pull up AOL, dial into their account. Then I would start the AIM program and do my own. Did you ever double barrel it like that?
Oh yeah. I had my AOL, and my AIM was a separate thing that I had up, because on the AIM,
you could send photos.
You can send photos, you can all that stuff, and you can text people.
Right. So you ever have like your site, like your sub account, which was your login to get you online, and then you'd fire up AIM with like your hip new handle.
Oh yeah.
Because I know I changed a handle a time or two.
Yeah, I think I
You got the jobs, I got the handles.
I had to change my handle. No, mine was pretty much Chicks Hate Me the whole time. CHIX.
So cool.
I was real cool.
I had some cool.
No, wait.
Names.
I was Chicks Hate Me, then I was Outbleeder.
Yep.
Outbleeder was the second one.
Had that one for a long time.
But my first one was a shared one. My parents wouldn't let me have my own AOL account, so they made one, and I want to say it was something like, oh fuck, what was it? Something for God or something.
No way.
It was like a super Jesus.
They put the God in there?
Yeah, there's like a Jesus one. I'm like, fuck, I can't.
That is like a predator magnet.
Yeah.
That's the screen name that pops up on To Catch a Predator when the guy thinks he's talking to a child.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
It was real Jesus-y. And I was like, Mom, can I make my own? No. Fine.
Like, my screen name was Virgin Ass for God.
Virgin ass.
Like,
fresh young nubile for Jesus.
Tight boy lips at AOL.com. Like, that's so obvious.
Yeah.
Mine was just as bad.
Yeah.
My very, very, very first AOL name. Are you ready? Glitter Punk.
I loved that one.
I did too, because I was into pop punk and I liked Silver Sparkly.
You did like Silver Sparkly?
It was my favorite thing back then. I adorned many of accessories with Silver Sparkle.
Sure, the star brace, plastic star brace.
Shirts,
all of it.
Oh, the Silver Sparkle wallet, the vinyl wallet, like it was made out of like what the Docs were made out of, Doc Martens. Anyways.
Did you spray paint a pair of Docs silver?
I painted silver stars all over. Really cool. After the Real Big Fish show. No, I wore them to the Real Big Fish show. Whatever. I told Mike about that, I think, when he was on the show. Mike Kennedy. Anyways, yeah. It's not like glitter punk is much less of a magnet. That's looking back.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. It was androgynous.
True.
Could have been anything. Could have been a boy. Could have been a girl.
True. I read that headline about AIM and I was just like, man, that's a milestone, you know?
So I'm saying, like, when does it go off? November?
No, it's
December?
I think I say December 15th.
Here's
December
what I say
15th,
we do.
Yeah.
Everyone, it's still active.
No.
Get on.
I know where you're going with
Let's
this.
have one last
No,
chat.
no, we are not getting the old bang. The old bang.
Oh,
We're gonna get on there and we're okay. What you're gonna do? This is your last chance to cyber with someone.
I remember cybering,
dude. Cybering. Hey,
cyber sex.
did you cyber? Like it sounds.
No,
so
I
weird.
remember that. Like in chat rooms, it would be like wanna cyber, and then you'd go into a private chat.
Yeah.
Did you ever do a cyber?
I've cybered.
cybered?
I will say that I cybered.
And it was probably a 50-year-old dude in fucking Sheboygan spanking it on his Dell.
Darn. It did what it needed to do
for me at the
for
time.
my 14-year-old self.
Yeah.
Fine. This was before the days of FaceTime. I don't give a fuck. Right? It's like when you call up the phone sex operator, which I
Yeah.
still do every night. No, I don't. That was disgusting.
Do people still do that? Is that still a thing?
It's gotta
1-900
be.
numbers, is that a thing?
You don't see the advertisements for it anymore because you don't look at Penthouse anymore.
Because you're not watching late night television on Fox 25.
Man, talk about a jump.
Mm-hmm.
So they have two routes of advertisement for phone sex.
Mhm.
You have your Fox 25,
Yeah, call me now.
like a bunch of girls like around a couch.
Yeah, and it's like it's doing that fade in and out of
Yeah,
different girls.
It's awesome. Those
Yeah.
are so cool. Like looking back, like
I'm
how
waiting for
cool those
you
are
to call-
shot.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to call me.
They're so smutty and dated.
But
Yeah.
every time when I saw it as a kid, I was like, A, I want to call that right now. But two, who besides teenage boys are calling this? They were marketing for either lonely men
Yeah.
or teenage boys.
Like sword and scale level lonely men,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean.
But then the internet came and that's done.
Done. Don't need it.
Don't need you to tell me.
So you have your Fox 25 at night
Mhm.
and you have your hardcore porno magazines. Because
Yeah,
it wasn't like Playboy had
No, it's
phone
like
sex
right in the
lines
back, you got massage parlors and then phone sex.
Dude, that reminds me. So I wasn't ever
They still have those in the Gazette, by the way.
phone sex.
I believe so.
Are you thinking masseuses?
masseuses? I think there still might be phone sex.
Okay,
ads.
I'm gonna look.
We'll check. Check next time you get a Gazette.
So when I was a kid, and you know, you first get your woods porn, your friend porn, your dad porn, whatever
Right.
kind of porn. I didn't have anything like vulgar when I was a kid. I just had like a couple of Playboys.
Just the classic. R.I.P.
Ralphie May.
Ralphie May. He was the chairman and CEO of Playboy.
I had the classic like 80s movie. You open your big brother's chest in his room, and there's
a
like
Foot Locker,
Playboys, some firecrackers.
a Hot Rod magazine.
Yeah, like 2 beers, you know. I had a few Playboys, but I got a porno magazine from a kid that lived down the street, and I forget what it was called. I think it was called Club,
Yeah, Club was a smutty one.
or We. Was We?
Like W.E.?
Like WEE is a bunch of girls pissing all over each other. No, it was like OUI, like the French way to
yeah,
say
that's a
we.
French one, yeah.
Okay. It was one of those. And in the back, there were phone sex ads.
Mm-hmm.
And it used to blow my young mind that they could fit so many naked women on a page. You know, like I don't need it to be huge.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not trying to go life size. I just need to see it.
Yeah.
So I would see, there'd be like 20 or 30 on a page. And I remember there was always this one ad in the middle. And it was this Asian girl, and she had this like red leather like bustier on, and she was pleasuring herself. And the caption, you know, there was always a hook, like something needed to drag you in.
Yeah.
And this will stick with me as long as I live. It said, "Bad girls like to fuck," and then it had the phone number. And I remember out of all the different hooks and all the different photos, that was always the one that was the most alluring to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was intense because she was bad and she liked to fuck.
Yeah, and the numbers were always, the phone numbers were always interesting.
It was like 1-900. And then sometimes they would be words, or it'd just be like 1-900-666-6969. Anyways.
Up to 1-800-BIG-TITS. The easy access.
Hey, this is
coil
Joe
for
Walsh.
Hot girls with really big tits. Want me to send you a sexy pic of me?
Yes.
Press 1 now.
Beep.
If you're over 18, to give your consent to receive naughty XXX stuff from me.
Why did she sound like she was a child?
I don't know.
But that was 1-800-BIG-TITS. Okay, we were talking about that. It made me think of that number specifically because it used to be 1-900-BIG-TITS and you had to pay. 1-800-BIG-TITS.
Sign up.
We would go to Crossroads Mall. When we were at the mall, we would go to the phone bank where all the payphones are, and we would all just dial 1-800 because you could sit on there for fucking ever. You would never really talk to anybody, but it would do that playthrough for a while.
Yeah, you could hear a hot girl talking on the other end of the phone.
Do you want to hear a sample? And you push like 2 and like, hey, Bigfoot. And it's like, you're 13, like, that's hot.
Yeah, it was hot at the time. We did that from the school payphone.
I just wanted to make sure it was still a thing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's a thing.
Yeah.
I'm glad that there's something out there that caters to those who need it.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah.
But that's great.
If you have a rotary phone.
Yeah.
I mean, but again, if you have, everyone has the technology to beat off whenever, wherever. Homeless people have iPads. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, just from calling that number, you're probably put on a list. Do you think about that?
What do you mean?
They have caller ID. They know that you just called them.
Oh, like I'm starting getting like emails and shit?
Like they're going to start texting you. Hey, still interested in the tits? Hey.
It's like caps.
It just comes up anytime your wife looks at your phone. It's like, hey, remember me? You called me about the tits. You still a tit man, Josh? That would be awesome. Keep me updated. Anyways, going back to that, I loved it. I loved it. Oh, I can still see the font.
Oh, yeah.
It was, like the background was red and she was a dark skinned kind of Asian lady with black hair and like Betty Page bangs, red bustier, and in bright yellow it said that. And it's just emblazoned into my mind. But then it got me thinking, when could I buy I kind of want to buy a porno magazine.
Yeah.
Is that bad?
Now, here's the thing. I would not go to your Christie's toy box. What you want to do is you want to go to a bodega.
Right.
Buy a bodega porn. Preferably bodega you'll never go back to.
Right. That's, yeah.
But you got to get that and something else. Like that and like a Yoo-hoo.
No, I'm going to get that and I'm going to get like a banana and a pack of condoms. Wear my glasses. They're never going to know. I'll put my hood up.
Yeah. That creepy.
The bodegas, though, a lot of bodegas have old porn magazines.
Oh, yeah. Well, like that gas station we went to on our boys' road trip, didn't they have like a porn from like 1993 on the shelf or something?
That's dope.
Yeah.
Because I want to buy the porn to feel the nostalgia of having a porno magazine because I couldn't tell you the last time I owned a pornographic magazine.
Yeah, held one, like in my hand.
Yeah. In my hand, one hand. But maybe I want to go to the bodega and search out like a late 90s one.
Yeah, get one or like find one of the not rare, but an off-brand, if you will.
If I could find a 1997 High Society.
Oh, boy.
Dude, that's incredible.
Were those ones that came in like the multi-pack? You can buy like two
a lot
for
of times.
Whatever,
yeah,
there'd
be a club, a Fox, a High Society.
Mm-hmm.
I know my porn mags.
Or what were the digest size ones? Do you remember those? They were like little, like Reader's Digest size, and they were mostly naughty stories.
Okay.
Yeah.
About big tits.
So speaking of porn and the digest, well, I won't say any names, but I lived with someone who was involved in my church.
Okay.
Very high up in my church.
So let's just give this person a fake name.
Yeah.
Is it a male or a female?
Let's not disclose that.
No?
Yeah.
Okay. So Pat.
Pat.
Okay.
It's Pat.
Okay.
It had porn, and I happened to see it around, and my thought was, so
Pat likes porn.
These kind of people, they like porn too, like tits. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with spanking? Nowhere in the Bible does it say anywhere in the Bible to not touch your genitals.
I think so.
Does it?
I believe so.
God is a cruel mistress, my friend. Why would you create a thing that not only has a penis or a vagina, but around a certain age, all they want to do is make that thing spit stuff out of it? That's all you want to do.
Maybe God has a fetish for ruining sheets.
Maybe. Or khaki pants. I don't know.
Just walking around coming in your khakis as a 14-year-old. That never happened.
Oh, boy. I've come in some khakis. A few times. So
this person had some porn.
I've basted some Bugle Boys.
I've really doused some Dockers, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, it's just, you know, everyone does it. That's all I'm trying to say is everyone does it. Everyone likes porn.
Sure.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
Have you started watching Big Mouth yet?
No, and I won't. It's a cartoon.
It's fucking good. There's no other way to tell that story without a cartoon.
All right. Well, that's true. That's true. I have so many shows on the agenda, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back into Stranger Things. I haven't ever seen the entire first season,
which is weird.
Yeah.
I figured it'd be right up your alley. D&D, you know,
nerds, kids.
Halloween, nerd kids.
I don't know.
Sorry, Halloween.
Right. I watched the first like 3 or 4 when it first came out, and then I just like, you know, again, I'm off to the flame. I was on to the next shiny, sparkly thing.
It's bingeable.
But yeah, well, and the new season's coming out, I think the 27th.
Yeah.
So I want to go ahead and watch it. There's only 8 episodes, and I'm already 4 in. So you're
halfway there.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Yeah. But I'm not trying to overdo it. I'm not a binger. I don't think I'm a binger.
I'm a binger after the fact. Like things like Netflix where they all come out at once, I'll just binge them. Whereas if it's something like right now, I'm watching Vice Principals just because I got into it that last season. Like, fine, I guess every Sunday I'll watch this show. But they're only like 8 episodes long, so it's not like Game of Thrones where I'm going to have to like invest in like this whole fucking long thing.
Right.
Like Westworld, got invested in that. And it's like, oh, you're not going to be a thing till 2018? Fucking great. Cool. Thanks. So no, I like watching things all at once. Like the Big Mouth, I watched it in 2 nights. Just got that it gets grabbed at me by the proverbial balls.
So even as somebody that's clearly not into cartoons, you still say I should give it a chance.
Why are you not into cartoons?
I don't know. It's hard for me to sit down and watch something animated. I don't know why.
Huh.
Like I love anime drawings. I've always been a fan of like the old Ghost in the Shell comics and things like that. Record of Lodoss War, the anime. But I love the art.
Right.
But it makes me...
Once it starts moving, you don't like it.
I like my art stationary.
And I will not have it any other way.
Yeah. You sit still.
Do not move, Gundam Wing.
Listen here, Rick and Morty.
I've never seen a single episode of Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty is, I think, part of the reason I don't like cartoons. That shit, I hate it. I don't hate much. You know I don't hate much. Yeah. I can't stand Rick and Morty. And I'll go a little further. Maybe I don't like Rick and Morty fans. If you love Rick and Morty, delete me from the fucking internet.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
My wife and
it's not that bad. I just don't like it. It's just not my thing.
My wife and I were at the mall the other day, and we stopped into the Think Geek store, thinkgeek.com website, you know, sell a bunch of geeky things. We're walking around, and both of us are just like, I have no frame of reference for anything that's in this store, like the majority of it. And like I saw there's like this whole Rick and Morty section, and Diane and I walked by it. Like, I don't know what this is. Everyone talks about it, and the lady behind the counter looked at me like I'm a fucking idiot.
Dude,
like,
it's a huge show right now. Yeah. It's everywhere, and I really don't hate it. I just don't get it.
Yeah, well, we're old.
Just not for me.
Well, that's the thing. I think that's how I know I'm not made for these times anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I passed my time. It's your turn now, kids. But then I start saying the thing that every old person says is, these kids today with their Rick and Mortys, with their fucking iPhones, with their fucking vapes, fidget spinners, hoverboards, all in one shop. Their fucking drones. Kids today, their music sucks.
And everything's wrapped in LED lights everywhere I look. It's just flashing LEDs.
Like, okay, it's that SNL where they did the Levi's woke jeans. Like, that's how I feel about kids today.
I think the moral of the story is we just stay home.
Hey, don't stay home this time.
We stay home and die.
Wow, that's a morbid look. Rather than stay home, go on weekend trips. Get the fuck out of your house. Go camping. Go to a cabin. You know, maybe go to Branson, Missouri. See a show.
You'd feel young there.
Oh, I feel young as fuck. I want to do that and go to like on a cruise with a bunch of old people.
A cruise would be tight. I think a weekend in Branson, Missouri, where I am in life now, that kind of sounds dope because I'd still be cool.
Yeah.
Because I'm not old,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm like young for there.
Branson with no kids.
Yeah, and you're not going to see a bunch. I don't think there's a happening bar scene in Branson, Missouri.
No.
Or like a club scene. Is there a goth club in Branson, Missouri?
Oh, I hope there is. I hope there's just like, I hope there's some people that just settled down in Branson and they had kids, and these kids are just like, fucking, oh, I just bumped that, and they would bump that.
They bumped the mic.
I fucking hate my parents. I'm going to start an underground club with my friends. And it's just literally a warehouse that their uncle owns that they throw little shitty raves
There's
at.
like no one there.
Yeah, there's like 7. There's 7 kids in the Branson goth scene.
I'm imagining a young man dressed in like cut off short overalls, like flannel shirt, like a straw hat, but it's all black.
Yeah, he's dyed the overalls black.
Like a hillbilly goth.
Mm-hmm.
That would be dope.
With black, like a what's his name? Rob Zombie, like a black cowboy hat, straw, but even the straw is black.
Yeah, everything's black.
Yeah.
Hillbilly goth.
Black
like
cowboy
that.
boots with like upside down crosses on them or something.
Oh, see, I wasn't even thinking that goth. I was thinking literally like Huckleberry Finn.
Oh, like a Huck
in all
Finn
black.
goth. Yeah. But he still talks like a shit kicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With like, man, Satan.
Man, I fucking love Skinny Puppy.
Man, they never come here, but they are fucking badass. Skinny Puppy is badass. That is things you'll never hear. Right? Some fucking redneck going, man, front 242 fucking rules. I fucking love Skinny Puppy. That's just a fun thing to say.
Yes.
All right. Well, we got to wrap up, dude.
All right.
It's your anniversary.
Uh-huh.
Happy anniversary to you and Diana. I just want to take a moment
God
to
bless.
say,
Thank you.
yes, hope you have a great night. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.